Living with Autism. I'm Vinton Lab. Today's show is about labels. So many times in our lives we put labels on ourselves, like I'm autistic, I need this, I need that, I need to be in these drugs, I'm schizophrenic, whatever these labels are. Like, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a life coach, and it's just, I'm going to be this. And labels are very dangerous, I think, sometimes, because we think we're those things, that we're schizophrenic, we're crazy, we're nuts, we're all this stuff. Yes, it's true we have autism. And yet, we become who we... But I think in one sense, it leads us to thinking that's who we're going to become. That we're going to become, not be able to do anything and not be able to live our lives because of some diagnosis that tells us that these things are true. As I've seen in my own life, where my label blocked me for a really long time to see that I was these things, but yet I'm not. I get to spend a lot of my life creating the new me. You know, discovering who I am and getting rid of, like I said, mindset, getting rid of the labels. Getting rid of the mindset of all this stuff. With labels, it's tricky because we think, well, with this, I'm this, I'm single, I'm married, whatever it is, I need this, I need that, I need all this stuff. But those are just labels people put on us. Only we, ourselves, can go into the real sense of who we are and find ourselves. Like I said in the last time, in God, find that inner light. That creativity which we all seek and know. That's how we know stuff. That's how we figure out who we really are. When I take off the mask of my labels, when I take off the mask of anything in my life, when I find out who I truly am, I must face those fears. I must say, wait, I'm not that label today. I'm not that artistic label of, yes, I like doing this stuff, I like these things I do, but I'm a human being. I'm one of my Creator's greatest gifts. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get off these big labels and pretend I'm important when I'm just doing the work that somebody wants me to do. Like I'm helping somebody else live their life today, differently. Positive living with autism. Whatever I call myself doesn't matter. That I'm doing the work, that's important. It's a crucial point in all of our lives, where we get rid of the labels. Because our Creator doesn't label us. He just knows us as us. Labels are, I think, very good too, because they help people get the services they need with autism, cancer, whatever it is. We have to be careful that we don't become our label. Like, oh, I'm going to be a victim here, I'm going to play victim, and because I have this disability, I have this disorder, I can't take care of myself, I can't. And then you can't. To the point where you, whatever, get to the point where you can't, you need help. So, ask for help. But playing victim with our labels, which I've seen sometimes too, doesn't work. Labels to me mean that I have to wear something, a shield proudly of wearing a mask. I'm putting a wall against you because I have a label. You don't understand my problem. You don't understand my situation with my autism, whatever it is. And what I've learned in my life is that people understand each other very much. We just never give each other a chance to break down the barriers and go, wait, maybe you do understand. I have a lot of friends who are autism-like character like this. They just do. I know a lot of great people. Because they teach me how to let go of my ego or my pride, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it everything. I just call it that little negative spirit side of me that's just like, right there. I always want to attack wherever I am, the beast inside of me. But here's the thing. There's a way out of the deal. By tapping into that inner light and saying, do I want to be that label today? Do I want to live the way in a world of who I am and what I am? And it scares me, myself. I'm nervous about it, because I have to be myself. I have to be the true whoever is divinely created to be, or the inner light, whatever you want to call it. As you know, I don't get into that discussion here in these videos, but it's so cool that, you know, I can break away from the label. In some future stuff, we're going to talk about the idea of living in a world of autism that doesn't have the barriers that we create. Doesn't have some human being creating this structure for us to live in. What would it look like? What would that look like? Kind of an interesting thought to think about. A place without, we don't label people stuff. Or you're this, you're this, you're this, you're a drug dealer, you're a homeless guy, you're whatever. And we will look at the person inside and say, wow, that's truly a gift he has, or she has a gift, or whatever it is. And we're going to nurture that gift. Instead of, we're going to fix that problem, we're going to get rid of that label, we're going to try to drug that person. And I had somebody I worked with yesterday, and you know, and it woke me up to the fact that sometimes we just do things, like take drugs and whatever else, because we think that that's going to fix the problem, and when it's a spiritual, emotional problem that we have. And labels help, but they also say, let's not fix the problem. Let's fix the root of the core. Let's make the mind whatever. I don't understand chemical imbalance and drugs enough to have it, but I just know that when I work on myself, a lot of my labels and diseases and attitudes go away. There's a power to that. There's a power to changing the way we live our lives today that is so much more powerful than anything I've ever done in my life. And that power to let go of the label of autistic or whatever it is, I'm this, I'm that, I'm heterosexual, whatever it is. The power to let go of those labels and become who we truly are. That's what positive living on autism is about. Tapping into who we really are. Thanks for letting me talk.